Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Green Arrow, issue 18. And before I start talking about this review, I have a couple updates to give you guys. I have 3 reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Mara, issue 3, Smallville Season 11, issue 11, and Earth 2, issue 10. So if you want to go check out those reviews, just go in the description below, and there'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc., so you go check out those reviews. Another update is that I'm looking for writers for a site I'm an editor for, and run the site. It's called Comic Frontline, and I'm looking for writers for that, so there'll be a link for Comic Frontline. If you're interested, please PM me, and we'll talk about it. So I'll give more information if you do PM me. Let's talk about Green Arrow, issue 18. Let's talk about the cover. Great cover. I love the art for this series and the direction it's been going with the art. I think it's such an improvement of what we've been getting with this series. And then we get to see Komodo, who is the villain of the story, or at least the story arc. And yeah, just really cool art. I've been really liking the art. So really cool cover. But let's see if I like the story. So in this issue, we get to see that Green Arrow is in the Black Mesa. And we get to see... Really, the story does not take place in a Black Mesa, but we see this is where the story's going to end up. But we get to see 3 weeks ago where we get to see right after Q-Corps is blown up and everyone thinks that Oliver Queen killed somebody. We get to see the aftermath of that. And Oliver's trying to clear his name, and he finds one of his ex-employees who's really smart to help him try to clear his name and to find these 3 people that used to be associated with his father. And then we see Komodo in his life, and he stole, actually, his 2 assistants that he had before from Q-Corps, who actually didn't die, but one of them does die in this issue, to torment them. So we get to see what side they're going to pick with Komodo, and if they're going to help Komodo. So he definitely has an advantage with this, and we'll see where Komodo goes and what his motives are. And he definitely does not like Queen Industries. So we can see that in this whole issue. Komodo, you know, Oliver tried to clear his name. And it's a pretty interesting story. And one complaint really I have with this series, but it's not a big complaint. I could see where Jeff Lemire is trying to, I guess, fix up what happened issues before, and I like that. I like that he is trying to fix up, you know, what happened, you know, make the other fans who like the series happy and make us who like Green Arrow happy. So, I like that he's trying to fix things up, but that means this story arc is going to be a little lacking, and I think it was a little lacking. I'm not totally interested in the big story arc. I'm interested in Komodo, and I want to see where that goes, and I didn't really love the assistants, so kind of upset that one of them still survived. I kind of feel like it would make a fresh look on these new assistants, and maybe he'd get new assistants and a new team if they kind of killed off the old ones. Because I remember in issue 1 that I did read the first couple of issues of Green Arrow and just dropped it because I didn't really like it. But I remember they kind of introduced the assistants really weird. They didn't introduce them, honestly. They just kind of threw them in there, and that's why I feel like we don't feel a connection with them. They just feel like the assistants, and I feel like if they wanted assistants, they wanted kind of a Green Arrow team and not just him, they could really develop these characters like they're doing with this guy in this. He was an ex-employee of Oliver, and we're seeing more of a development with this character and him joining the Green Arrow team. So I like that they're doing that, setting those things up. But you need, this story arc is really trying to fix a lot of stuff, like the assistants. Maybe both of them will die, you know, and that will fix things up. And that's why I feel like the story arc is more of that. I'm still interested in seeing what Komodo is doing. He seems pretty crazy. He's making his daughters see him kill people and saying, "Oh, honey, you could cut off their fingers when I'm gone, okay?" So he's a kind of crazy villain, and I'm interested to see more of him. And I want to see where the story arc goes, you know. But I want to see more Green Arrow family, too. I feel like we haven't seen that in a while. With Black Canary, Mia Dearden, does she exist? You know, Roy Harper, they do mention him in this. So I want to see more of the Green Arrow family, too, because I feel like that's what I really like about Green Arrow. So hopefully we get to see that in the future with Jeff Lemire on this series. But again, I feel like this story arc is more of the fix of what happened with the last 17 issues. Oh, no, last 16 issues. They're just trying to fix everything up. So I understand why this is a little slower. And I'm really excited to see where Jeff Lemire takes Green Arrow. I did enjoy this. I didn't think it was great, but I understand why it's not amazing yet. You know, it's still trying to fix up where Jeff Lemire wants to go. And it's interesting to see where he's at over here and how he ends up there. So I'm going to give this a 3.5. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I understand why it's not perfect, but I think it was really good. And I'm excited to see where this series goes. I'm happy we finally have a good Green Arrow series. But also, I guess one complaint I do have, it does remind me of Arrow a lot. And like, I keep thinking of like Arrow, and I guess maybe because I watch Arrow every week and I haven't read a Green Arrow comic in a while. But they do, I feel like they're trying to allude to the series a lot and trying to make it that series. So I hope they kind of make it its own also. So hopefully they don't say, oh, well, Arrow's really good, so let's just make Arrow this story and combine them both. But I'm hoping they kind of make it its own towards, as the series goes on. But again, I give it 3.5. Yeah, so pick it up, definitely good, and we'll see where the series goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.